Hello and welcome to the extended buccal routine. So we are going straight in with our first technique after following with the warm-up video. So this is a lot more energizing than the basic routine. As you can see, we are going straight in with some invigorating movements. So with the thumb placed inside of the cheek, we are using our index, middle and ring finger to stimulate the muscle. This movement should be done with a light to medium pressure, and we are basically just attempting to loosen any adhesions in the tissues around these muscles we are focusing on. So I like to start close to the outer corner of the mouth and then moving up and down outwards in the face. So once we have begun to loosen the tension, we are now going to go in with some soothing strokes. So pulling up from our jawline and finishing the movement when we reach the top of the cheek. We want this to be a nice gliding motion. We don't want to drag the skin, but rather pulling along the muscle in a nice gentle way. When we have repeated the pull-up motions several times, we are then going to move down to the outer corner of the mouth, really just taking our time here. It may feel as though there is a small ball of tension. This is because we have so many nerve endings around this area. So once you locate that little sore spot of tension, just taking some nice deep inhalations while we release. Okay, and now just draining around the mouth after we have performed that lovely pressure release to the outer corner. Now we are coming in with both hands, finding the midpoint of the cheekbone and stretching in an outwards motion. The positioning of this will look different for everyone depending on your bone structure, but always following along with your own facial structure. Repeat that 3 to 5 times, and now going in a beautiful circular motion, we are going to bring this higher up and actually placing fingers along the brow bone for support. So in the basic version, we only come up to the under eye area. Okay, moving on to the second side of the face, we are repeating the same techniques. We are performing our rolling pull-up movements to loosen the buccinator, the rosarius, and all of those other tiny little muscles that work so hard for us every single day. Now just returning back to the corner of the lips, and we are going to perform our mid-cheek stretches, the same as what we done on the first side of the face. So using both hands, we are going to find the center of the cheekbone and work this out and along. Now coming in with those beautiful circular sweeps, resting our fingers on the brow bone for support while applying pressure through our thumb. Finding that tension and coming back through the mouth. Now moving on for our next technique, we are attempting to smooth out any tension in our sinus area and coming back down along the face through the cheek. This is also amazing for under eye puffiness. We don't want to be going too firm just under the eye, but as we glide outwards, we can definitely apply a little bit more pressure for a nice release. Okay, now these ones are one of my favorites. So as you can see, this is a little bit different than the last movement because we are actually applying pressure just underneath the brow. So we are coming right into our brow bone area, into the hollow of the eye socket, and with a nice medium pressure, not too heavy, but definitely enough to feel a release. We are pushing upwards, pushing the brow up towards the hairline and moving outwards in a gliding sweep. This is amazing for tension in the brow area, in the temple area, and also amazing for helping to smooth out our 11 lines. Returning back through the corner of the mouth after repeating that gliding motion at least 3 times. Then just loosening anything that is stored up in this area. So we do get a little bit of saliva on us at times during this technique, and that is very normal. You're only working on yourself, so don't worry too much. And just repeating that same brow lifting motion on the other side of the face. Pulling back through to the corner of the mouth, and I actually like to take some nice pulses as I do that. That is optional. Okay, now this is definitely the craziest technique of all. So we are inserting both thumbs inside just underneath the eye area. We are then resting our hands in prayer and coming up around the brows, down through the temples and back to the under eye area. We are always applying more pressure as we work outwards and coming back into the centre of the face with a much lighter pressure. Aim of that technique is to locate the sore spots of tension right up in the masseter area. So once we have located this, we are now going to really just work it out by doing some nice stretching movements. Again, just cleaning up any excess saliva. If you do need to stop and start throughout these techniques, that is absolutely fine. Just take your time. Now we are coming in to give our chin and smile lines some attention. So similar to the movement we started with, the pull-up motions, we are repeating this, but only working on the chin and bottom lip area. So this is quite a neglected area in most people, and I am always surprised with how much tension I am carrying in the mentalis muscle, which is in the chin. So once we have done that, again, just feeling around for any little bits of tension that are left behind, just taking our time to go very slowly, applying pressure and inhaling and exhaling to further that release. Now to finish this technique, we are loosening the upper lip, and again just wiping away any oil, any saliva, anything at all. I've actually just had a little bit of mascara transfer, so just wiping all that away, and we are complete. Always make sure to cleanse your skin after doing this.